Bonjour, all you visions.
It's time for me to say, s'il vous plaît.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new Watching Nerdy. I am James. Today I'm joined by...
This is Kevin.
This is Merle.
This is Zach.
S'il vous plaît, it's Logan.
All right, so today
We're off to a great start.
we're going to finish up our series on My Hero Academia Season 1.
It'll only take 3 hours.
We've done... this one might actually push a little long because we did 5 episodes as opposed to the 4 that we've been doing.
To finish it out, because it had 13.
Let's just jump right in then.
Alright.
Do it.
Awesome.
Me? We're going with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So,
It immediately jumps to USJ, right?
no. So they're at school.
Do your best, Ida. Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
That one's fairly filler-ish in a way.
But, yeah,
Uh,
except for one detail.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah.
They depict their class rep in this episode.
they do.
That was not the detail.
That's not the detail.
What's up? Speaking to the mic.
Which episode is this again?
It's episode 9.
first
do,
one we
do your
watched.
best,
So,
Ida.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this one, the class has to pick a president or class rep, and they Aizawa basically just says, figure it out amongst yourselves.
I'm taking a note.
And they decide to do it by votes.
Edith brings up the idea.
Right, and it ends up being
Midoriya and
Deku, Deku and Momo, and
I think it should have been Bakugo personally, but
why?
Deku, Baku.
He's shown no leadership or organizational skills.
he's the best. You want the best.
And he
at the
tells
front
everybody
row.
to die.
It's true.
Ida from the offset was the clear choice. Momo maybe, because she's good at observing and reacting,
Yeah,
and
she
he's
finished,
just
number 1.
buttoned up and bureaucratic by nature. It's just in his blood.
Yeah, them hand gestures.
Todoroki, get off of that desk!
And
But
yes, he wears glasses.
He does wear glasses, but it ends up being Deku and Momo. So at lunch, they end up. So the media first off. That's how it actually starts. The media is just like right at the
Pounding
gates of
fuck out
UA
everybody.
because they want to know about All Might teaching. How is he as a teacher? Blah blah blah. Well, they end up somehow getting into UA, which sets off all these alarms, and everybody freaks out and starts trying to get out of the lunchroom, which causes this big mass, panic. And
Which really, considering the power that everybody in there was packing, it ended up being pretty passive. They piled up in the hall, but nobody
used
exploded.
quirks. Yeah, nobody used quirks or anything like that.
It should be said that the school showed that it had maximum security.
It
So,
had a wall.
but
I can get over
I
a
believe
wall.
that the guy.
Yeah, you
uses
brought
the
that
K
up.
power.
It's like,
that's
this
what
is great.
happened.
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly
what he did.
have
You
a
can see the
ladder.
dust of the wall.
Yeah,
or
broke
jump
it down
really high.
and let everybody in.
Yes, which we get to that later. But yeah, later on you see that the way the media was able to get in is the gate
Was destroyed.
was just crumbled and just destroyed. It was just, I don't know. We don't know at this point how it could have happened.
It's hard to imagine the media with all their cameras and recording devices didn't detect the people destroying the wall in front of them and think, hey, that might be worth recording.
That's true. I thought about that too.
Giant skullless crow thing punching it down might have been worth noticing,
Well,
He-
Nomu didn't punch.
Yeah,
I
no-
think
no-
it was
Shigaraki.
It was just
decayed.
Shigaraki.
He
is,
decayed it.
That also would have stood out.
Well, I mean, you just stand there and touch it.
Yeah, watch it break down.
Just kind of
Yeah,
look
they-
around, and it just suddenly, crumbles to dust. Yeah. I don't, yeah.
But the hands all over his body would have.
Well,
No,
he didn't have his
he
hands
didn't have
on.
those on.
He didn't?
No,
No.
it showed him.
He's
It
still
showed
on
him
a
from behind.
leotard.
Leotards are cool.
It's true.
They're all the rage right now.
But
Leotards
in-
are not cool. I just want to say that.
No, you already said
Don't
it. You
judge.
said it first. In the panic,
I've worn one.
Ida's the only one that realizes that it's
just
not like a villain attack or anything. It's just the media has suddenly gotten in, right? And so there's no need for panic. So he decides he's like, I gotta let everybody know, and he gets to Uraraka, who is able to use her gravity to get him above the crowd, and he uses his engine burst,
Just super weird.
to make his way over to the exit sign, right above the door where everybody's trying to get out, and
He kind of does a little bit of a Sonic spin dash in the middle of the air.
he does. Yeah, it's pretty funny, and
It's nice to see someone other than Deku solve a problem. That's it.
Yeah.
There was nothing more to that statement.
No, explain more. Go on.
That was it. It was nice to see someone other than Deku solve a problem.
But he calms the crowd down by saying, just basically just saying stop panicking. There's no panic. So after this, we go back to the classroom where Deku
It's freaking out.
is nervous. Him and Momo up there. They're about to do their first acts as class rep, which I guess is to pick the rest of the.
Yeah, like the treasurer
Yeah. And but he straight up comes out and just like, it needs to be Ida. He was the only one that was able to calmly and figure out like what was going on, and he calmed everybody down. And we think it. Actually, did he even consult Momo about this?
No,
Or
he just
came up with it on his
said
own.
it. That's
Okay.
Momo was even like, I got more votes than him.
Yeah, so they end up giving it to
I got 3
Ida.
more votes than him or something
Two
like
more.
that.
And
more
so Ida is now Class 1A's president. And then we get some. What do we get in that? We get some All Might stuff in that one, don't we?
Yeah, it cuts to him doing like some hero work. He breaks down Thumb Guy, who's like got all the family.
Mm-hmm.
Does I think with the Delaware smash, and
Right on top of his head.
yeah, just karate chopped him.
Is that in this episode, or is
Yeah,
that
it
the?
is.
Is that in this one? Okay. What were you?
What?
What was the one you were saying? There is something in this episode that.
It was all I mean, it's not revealed right away, but it is revealed in the coming episodes. There was a distraction tactic, at which point villains snuck in and stole like information from the school about the coming classes so that they could ambush
I
them
think it was
later.
the warp guy.
It had to be Warp Dude or.
But does he have to see where he's going?
No, he just has to know the coordinates.
Is that what it is?
I think he has.
He did say that at the end of the
He either has to
Yes.
know.
the end of
No.
the season.
He has to know the coordinates, or he has to know exactly where the person is.
But yeah, so it's all been just a tactic from the villains to get some info.
Using the fake news. Go ahead. That was the last
Fake
one.
news,
Last
yeah.
one, I swear.
And as we keep going through these episodes, the info they were trying to get was that so Class 1A is going to do some more training.
We're gonna do
It's
rescue
rescue
missions.
training, and so they go to USJ, which is I can't remember what they called it in this. What was it they called it?
The unsuspecting simulation joint.
That's
or
what
something
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
yeah, something like that.
Shit, bro.
And it's got all these different disaster
I saw
But
areas,
in the manga, it's Universal
It's
Studios
univer- yeah,
Japan,
yeah.
right?
which they do mention in this.
It's just like Universal
Yeah.
Studios Japan.
And that's the info that they're trying to get, was that they're all going to be, all Class 1A's going to be there, plus Aizawa, a new hero that we haven't met yet, which is 13,
Mhm.
and then All Might. Those are the 3 heroes that are supposed to be leading this
I
class.
wonder why he picked 13 as his hero name.
Well, okay, I was going to say, I wonder why they picked him to
Because
be
Apollo's
this, but-
13, and he's wearing a spacesuit.
Oh,
That's why
maybe.
he picked it.
Yeah.
He's the black hole.
Is that for sure?
That's one. If that is not the reason, then that's just really dumb.
That is a really good reason.
It really is.
Also, who else would have been Backdraft? How would that have played into the combat of the
They
story?
could have called him the Michelin Man.
Would you just sprayed him? That would have sucked.
What if he could do more than that?
What do you mean?
Like, what if he could just do more than that? And just shoot out water and...
Oh, Backdraft?
Oh,
he did
Backdraft,
shapes
surely
and stuff
he's-
out of him. Like when he used his power to become a do not cross ribbon.
Yeah, he does
There
that.
were shapes in it.
He's really good with dogs. You know, he's got the works.
Mm-hmm. He's doing what he can with what he got. I'm not.
He's a complete hero. Love the guy.
He definitely did not go to UA.
Why?
That would not. He would not.
he
How
would have
would
made
he
it.
have been able to get through the exam?
I don't know. Grape soda.
Mineta did.
Okay, they explained meta because like they 'cause he used the
Hagakure
balls to
did.
trip the
Agakure is awesome.
Hagakure has there's no way she made it in unless she was like stole credit. Like, oh, you didn't see me not kill that one.
It's true. The whole point of going here is to, teach everybody how to rescue.
Like there's landslides, burning buildings.
Shipwrecks, burning buildings.
Shipwreck, burning buildings, squalls,
Mudslides.
Mudslides.
mudslides,
The works.
the works.
Etc.
And right as they're about to begin, though, this
Let me just say this. The villains have impeccable timing because they waited until Aizawa was like, now then.
that
And
is
then
true.
it starts. Like, almost like...
Lights start bursting and stuff.
Yeah, it makes it sound like, or makes it seem like it's all part of his, the thing. This is
Yeah.
all part of the act. It's all act. But then you see this like
Black hole.
this black hole like kind of comes out, and
Black shadow.
this dude, this face starts coming out, but it's got a hand like right
Over it.
over the face.
When I first seen
All
it,
you
I
can
was
see is
just
his eyes, in between the fingers.
I'm sure there's a purpose to it, but it just looks very try hard to me.
I thought.
Well, have
that-
you
I
seen?
thought there was
He makes
people, like,
he makes
pulling them
video
back.
game references constantly. He's definitely trying to be try hard.
Okay.
So this dude is a warp dude, and he's just suddenly just chunking out villain after villain after villain. It's just I don't know how many there had to be.
At least 40.
Bunch of trash. Just
There is a bunch of trash.
Yeah, they were like trash mobbing an MMO.
Except for that one guy in the ocean with the claw. Water
I mean, there was
claw.
a few that were decent.
yeah.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, they were elite mobs.
So Aizawa immediately realizes that this
Shit's
is
going
serious.
on.
Yeah, these are villains. And he tells 13, stay here with the kids, protect them. And he jumps into action, and he starts just kicking the shit out of everybody. This is when you first... Well, this is like the only... No, it's not the only
Besides
time.
All Might, this is the only teacher we see that's in action, right?
In this episode, pretty much, yeah.
This is like the first time we ever seen him in action.
This is the first time we've seen him in action. He, besides using his scarf to, pull Deku up on him and...
Restrained Bakugo, and he was trying to
Yeah.
murder Deku.
Like he jumps down, he puts his goggles on.
So they
uses
can't
the
tell when he
goggles.
blinks.
Right. Well, he can't tell who he's looking at either.
Yeah.
And that's another cool thing. Deku's all like,
You can't fight.
you
this
can't
big
fight.
dude.
This is
use
not
your-
your style.
You're
You
used to
know?
one-on-one stealth tactics.
Right. And he's like, can't be a hero if you only have one trick. And then he like bursts into action, jumps down.
Kicks
The
him.
artillery people like just like come out front, and they're about to shoot him, but none of them can seem to do anything though. And then he just starts wrapping everybody up and kicking the shit out of people. And 13 starts leading the kids out, back through the gate. Well, here comes the warp guy, and of course, 13's about to. Don't worry about this. I'll suck this sucker in. Do his black hole thing. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, Bakugo and Kirishima decide to use this moment as a opportunity to jump into
shine.
action and kick some villain butt and
That was my
get. They land a hit on the warp dude, but.
It missed.
It doesn't hit the right spot. You learn later he does have a body in there, but you have to hit it at a certain spot or whatever. But they get in the way, so 13 can't use his quirk,
Black hole.
which allows Homeboy to suck up quite a few of the students and pop them into different areas in the USJ.
Like, Ida was able to get out with a couple people.
Right.
Arms dude was able to cover up some people. It doesn't make sense. He would be able to teleport him anyway, but
Well, I don't know. Were they within his?
yeah, they were.
They were still within his thing.
Yeah.
But the if I can remember, I'm trying to remember see if we can remember the teams.
Sue,
Deku, and Mineta dropped off in the shipwreck zone.
Bakugo, Kirishima.
Yeah,
Tokoyami, and Koda.
And then Ojiro's by himself.
Yeah.
Jiro,
Momo,
and
Kaminari.
Kaminari, they're together.
And then Shoto and Hagakure.
Oh, well, yeah, Hagakure, we forget.
She was.
Still don't know she was there.
Allegedly, it was there. She says she was.
She was riding to Shigaraki the entire time.
And what's his name? The laser.
Oh,
Billy?
You know, it was a mystery.
It was a secret.
I bet you he was hiding behind a rock or something.
I'm scared. I just shit myself.
You wanna know where I was? You wanna know where I was? Yeah, sure. It's a secret.
I love that guy.
So then I think we start wrapping another episode up at this point. We're moving into like episode 11.
Everybody's at this point.
now.
Sue has saved Deku and.
Oh right, because Deku gets dropped in the water.
And then Shark Dude's like, "Sorry, kid, that's the person where you gotta die."
Yeah, well
He's like,
wraps him up with his she kicks dude in the face, wraps Deku up. We also get some funny shit from Mineta though. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think at this point he's also told Ida for the first time to go to run.
Right, 13 gives Ida a job to run to school to let the other teachers know that
now
we
keep
need some
that
help.
in the back of your mind for a while.
Yes, Zach?
I completely forgot. What
Okay.
I was gonna say.
The reason I said for the first time is because he didn't.
Wait, because they had to do that because they felt like one of the villains were
jamming
their connection, so they had to send Ida to go out.
Yeah, he was a message runner. He wasn't saying like run for your life. He was saying, go get help.
Go get help, yeah.
Be the runner of marathon.
Be Lassie.
Lassie.
Before
What is it, girl?
before
I know what Lassie is.
Everyone knows who Lassie is.
Do you know who Lassie is, Zach? No. Bless you.
Well, that's just because he's not.
Don't worry, she's dead.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
So it focuses. The next episode pretty much focuses on Deku and Sue and like their
romance.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh, we
It's
get
a
a great.
completely platonic.
I know.
relationship.
I like them as friends though.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be good friends.
Yeah,
we
I
get a
like
funny-
Sue a lot better now that we've actually spent some time
Yeah.
with her.
She's very blunt. She'll tell you how it is.
But
one
she's
way or
also-
the other.
We're trying to stick to chronological
throw
order.
it- no.
She's also more grounded in her thinking. Like they were moving super slow and they kept stopping when they had
Aizawa.
on their back because he gets injured at some point. But it wasn't until after she takes over, like he puts it on her back, and then the grape soda dude's dragging him too, that she's like, "Look, we got an injured guy here. We have to get him out now."
It's time to gawk.
Yeah. But before that, Deku was stopping and gawking every 50 seconds.
Oh my god!
His hero was getting whooped up.
Yeah, well, the guy who actually got hurt trying to protect him in the first place is bleeding out on your back.
A
Literally.
freaking elbow exposed down
Both
to the
are- I
muscle
think
fiber.
both
Don't
arms
get
are
mad at
broken.
me. I'm not the one dragging out.
No.
What are you yelling at me for?
It's your
Deku's
fault,
your boy.
James.
He is my boy, but
And you're trying to defend him.
dude, All Might is the symbol of peace. And Deku is the only one that knows, well, only student, that knows that he's well past his limit at this point.
He needs to.
He's
have faith
wondering
in the
to himself.
system.
He's wondering to himself, do I need to go help him? Or
Imagine
should I
if
be
he had
running
spent
away?
the time he spent stopping and staring to actually get to his desk, to get Eraserhead where he needs to go, and then come back. It probably would have been quicker anyway.
It's true.
Negative.
Not to mention, he could have just, like a relay race,
That
handed
was
off to one of
real
the super
far, though.
strong
That was-
guys.
They were real far away. Because it
Didn't
still
look that
took
far.
Sue like 5 minutes to get there.
The whole place looked about like maybe 4 football fields.
I think it was bigger than that, Kevin. But I don't know. Who knows? But we get Mineta, Sue, and Deku together. We get a funny moment from Mineta when he
Being
comes
pervert.
out. This is when he really starts showing his perverted side. I think this might be the first
Yeah, that
besides
even
the
though
I
they
love this school
I love
thing, several episodes back, this is the first one when we get like
even when in danger,
pervy.
he's still pervy.
What episode was that? Because I missed that.
That would have been
Like
the
6 or
start of
I think it was.
the start of the All Might
the training.
mission. So
It had to be like 6 or 7.
must have been 6, yeah, something like that. It was when we first see Uraraka's suit costume.
Yeah.
But he pops out of the water and he says, "Man, Sue, for a frog, you got some nice boobs."
Perfect floaty.
Yeah, it's just dude's such a
And he's
he's
squeezing
such
on
that
it.
such a
lisp.
perv,
And
man.
then she just flings him up and just
Yeah, but they're stuck on the ship now, and they get surrounded by all these water villains. Just at this point, they're just kind of waiting because, as Deku points out a little later, that they don't know the quirks, or else they wouldn't have put Sue in a water area. Bless you. Are you allergic to? Are y'all allergic to
I
something over
think
here?
I got the. I don't know.
I was sick like yesterday.
Oh, that's
so.
great. That's
So
just great.
Is no one gonna die in this series?
Because
Because there is a staggeringly low body count of 0.
No, not yet.
Honestly, at this point, we've seen no. There's one death that I can think of for sure. Stain kills a Nomu, and Dever kills a Nomu too.
Come on, we're not. There's not. No.
What are they
That's
talking
true
about? I think
death.
you're talking about heroes or villains. Period.
Either.
Characters that we know. The characters that we.
Just anybody.
Then
Okay, so yes, yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah, but
I'm glad.
Isn't it like 5 random heroes died or something when the hero killer comes?
Oh, that's true.
That
He
is
does
true.
kill some. No,
So
we're
yeah,
getting way
we'll
ahead
get
of
to
it.
some bodies.
Yes.
We'll get to some bodies down the line if
Not
we
many.
continue onward.
Okay, so we're on. They're on the
Deku
ship.
dies.
Oh God, I'm done. Deku dies. I'm out.
No.
What if Bakugo kills him?
Yeah.
Would you keep watching, or?
I don't know.
It's like, damn it, they killed my favorite character.
I don't know. I
'Cause,
don't even want to think about.
really,
that.
with a body count of 0, there's no difference between the heroes and the villains. I mean, they're all just blowing shit up at random. It's just one acts first.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. You're only 13 episodes in, my man.
We still have
Gotta-
about 60 to go, or 50 to
No,
go.
40, like 40,
Yeah.
right?
42.
42
We're on
episodes.
episode. We're on 55 right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
So, anyways, we're on the ship with
Yes.
Mineta, Deku, and Sue. They're surrounded by water, folks.
They're having a planning session.
Right, and
'cause they're
Deku
starting to
realized-
realize what's up.
They don't know our quirks or whatever.
That's why.
Of course, at this point, Mineta decides to flip out and just start chunking balls out everywhere.
Chucking his balls.
And this is where we get another fun. I think Kevin actually laughed at this one. So he chunks his balls out in the water, right? And
This is the first shark guy.
yeah,
that we-
the shark dudes. Like 2 of them are coming at him. He's just like, "What the hell are these?" And he
Shoot,
starts like,
shoot,
trying to wash them
Slapping
away.
at him,
He's
yeah.
doing it like this.
That was hilarious.
But so then I think the villains get tired of waiting or whatever and just like smash the ship in half, and so the ship starts sinking, and they're just like, just hang on tight because eventually the ship's going to sink and we'll get you all then, But they come up with a plan. Deku jumps off the ship, does what does he do? A Detroit?
Delaware.
Delaware smash. Just with one finger.
Well, technically, it's thumb in his finger.
Technically 2, but causes the force of that smash, like
Push the water
pushes the water
in.
down right in, which sucks, starts
All
sucking
the
everything,
villains
and
in.
all the villains start coming in.
Medetta starts throwing his sticky balls.
Well, first Sue then does like this massive jump, wraps her tongue around Deku, and then they all start flying off. But Minetta's like, I can't believe that even though Deku was scared, he still did that jump and he still went after it. And so he just like starts taking his balls and just start chunking them down. At the, starts chunking them down at the villains, who then are first off they're being sucked down into this this water that Deku has caused to suck in. Now they're getting stuck by his balls together, and
Because the balls are super sticky.
yes, which we'll
Because he
find out later because he took a massive Duke earlier, I guess, and whenever he gets a good poop in the morning, his balls are sticky.
I think that was
Of
just
course.
a joke. It's basically just how he's feeling that day.
Yeah.
If he's sad, they're probably not going to work very well.
But everybody's happy when they have a nice poop in the morning, right? I know
Yeah,
it helps
they
me.
feel good.
I know Zach. We all get to
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hear about Zach's poop.
because he'll. All right, this is way off, but this dude will be at work, and I'll call a dude to like come over here or whatever, like on the thing, come into the back room or whatever. Dude will open the door,
Be like,
which
"I'm
I can only
pooping."
imagine with his pants still down. And he's, what do you want? And I'm like, I need you. Well, hang on, I'm pooping. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Anyways,
All the time.
so they managed to escape. I think we might even get some more glimpses of other students doing their thing in their zones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're just kicking ass
In a building.
in a burning building. Or is it burning or is it just crumbling?
It's abandoned.
Just
Okay.
shitty.
Yeah, it's just in the part that's destabilized.
Gotcha. And they is this kind of in the area where they take out all their villains and
Move down to the main.
Kirishima's like, we need to go help our friends or whatever, and Bakugo's like, no, I'm going after that damn warp guy, and we even get they have a invisible, well, not a invisible, but a chameleon.
chameleon.
Yeah. Villain has a chameleon quirk, but Bakugo's still able to like
Sense him.
sense him or something and take that dude out.
No, he's transparent, so he's
yeah.
not completely invisible. He's just transparent. So he probably saw him out of the corner of his eye.
Yeah, maybe. And he just has those reflexes that
Yeah.
are able to just
Bakugo's
snatch
the
dude
dog.
out.
Dude's awesome.
But like we see Ojiro, he's all by himself. He's just
Kicking
he
ass.
says he does like hit
He's
and
like
run
guerrilla
tactics,
warfare, hit and run.
But we jump back over to Deku. Originally, they were just gonna like swim down the shoreline and bypass Aizawa's fight with all those other villains, so they can get up and go to 13. But Deku being Deku decides that he needs to go.
Gawk.
He needs to go see what's going on or whatever. So they get close to Aizawa's fight, and this is where we get to see Nomu and Tomura Shigaraki in action for the first time.
Which is the first time there's really any weight to any of this.
Yeah.
Like, it's been kind of silly, fun and games up to this point, and then we start to see Eraserhead get hurt.
Right,
And
yeah.
that's the first time these people feel like a threat. Instead of just like, this might have been like could have just been a panty raid or something, like just some frat boys being douches up to this point.
Right. Yeah, because Aizawa wipes all the villains out except for Tomura Shigaraki and the Nomu. Well, do they go after each other? Or
No.
does Aizawa just go after... no, they do. They go after each
Shigaraki
other,
rushes
because
him.
he rushes
and then
him.
He's
and
like final boss.
Yeah, and they... Like,
he realizes
he
his abilities.
Yeah, he's been paying attention, and he realizes, like, his tail or whatever, Aizawa's tail is, I guess, his hair.
When his quirk is
Right.
active, his hair spikes up.
Yeah, his hair goes up, and when it's not, it flops back down.
Is this supposed to bring some level of symmetry between this guy with the hand on his face and Deku? Because they're both like hyper.
Oh yeah, no,
observant of
they're
people's
super
behavior.
nerds when it comes to superheroes.
Yeah.
So he's the anti-Deku. He's the that's
In
the
a sense, yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
like that's
That's-
almost like a nail on the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's like counting down the seconds. It's like 20
Right,
seconds and
yeah.
24 seconds.
Yeah, he's been paying attention this whole time.
That's scary.
So they hit each other, like, Aizawa goes for an elbow, like, jukes down, goes for an elbow,
Hits him.
hits him, yeah, but
Tomura gets his arm.
He gets his hand on him. Gets his hand right on his elbow, and that's when he gets in real close, and he's telling him like, I know your quirk problem now. I know how to get past it or whatever. And then you see what his quirk is. You see what Shigaraki's quirk is, which is called decay, and he just
decay.
it just disintegrates
Yeah.
anything that
he
his hands
touches with
touching.
all 5 fingers.
And it
That's
goes.
the-
He disintegrates skin, bone, like all the way down to the muscle on Aizawa's elbow, and Aizawa gets free, and
So now
He's still kicking ass with one arm.
Yeah, he's
still kicking
fighting
ass.
Some other dudes.
but then let's jump back up onto where the gate is. Right, this is where a second time comes in, of 13 or somebody telling
a lot of
Ida
time has passed. since
Ida to go. You
Ida
still
is
haven't gone yet.
Still standing there.
Yeah.
But I think at this point, 13's been injured. Like this is a legitimate like 20 minutes of screen time.
Okay, so-
since the first time he was told.
So
to
then
leave.
we skip that then. So 13 starts sucking up the warp dude. But he warps behind 13
And uses her
and
own
uses his quirk, 13's quirk,
against
to
him.
black hole himself, and he like he like sucks his back out, and
Blew his back out.
and he so 13's down, and of course people are go telling Ida it's time to go, go. So Ida takes off. Well, here comes the warp dude to try to get him. But now we see everybody like kind of
Realizing
pulling
why
together
so.
now and like and trying some shit. So first it's
Arm dude. He grabs the portal that.
He grabs him.
the arm dude.
Yeah.
So he jumps in and just grabs the whole warp dude, all of him, and he's kind of rolling around or whatever, and it allows Ida to get a little closer. Uraraka also is able to touch the
The neck,
neck
the
guard.
neck piece and like chunk him up in the air,
Because he has a physical body, it's just
right.
it's covered up by all the smoke.
which allows Ida to get a little further. While it's up in the air,
He tries
Sero
Yeah.
shoots his tape over, grabs on it, then Sato grabs the tape,
and chucks him.
spins him around, and chunks him even further. And but it finally allows Ida to get out of the USJ and on his way to back to U8. So then, I think Shigaraki realizes that Deku and Mineta and Sue are watching, right?
Mhm.
So he
Because at this point, Kirigiri has gone back over to Shigaraki
Right, 'cause
to
Ida-
tell him
Right.
Ida's gone. He's going to get
that
people.
help is coming, and then
Right.
he goes into his game over speech.
Game over.
so he wants to make this like
Personal for all.
he wants to hurt him now. So he's gonna kill one of the kids essentially. He knows like they've lost this round because now that the teachers are coming, it's gonna be over. But now let's at least leave something bad for him.
Yeah.
So he goes over to where Deku and them are.
It should be pointed out at this point that Nomu was beating the shit out of Razor.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
he
Yeah.
broke like both of his legs and both of his arms. And
Yes,
was just
been
like
bashing
grinding
his
his
head
face.
His head
Yeah.
into the ground.
Like that's the first time there was like I said earlier, stakes. But I mean, like you felt like there was a potential fatality
Yeah,
involved in this.
It's found out that Nomu was just super strong anyway because
Right.
he canceled his quirk out, but it didn't do anything. He still got his shit rocked in.
Yes, and so Shigaraki goes for Sue, but Deku goes for Shigaraki and lands a punch. But once the smoke clears, also doesn't break his arm either.
Which almost makes you, because of the shock absorption.
Is that what you think? Is that
That's
what it
what
was?
I
What
thought
it
when I first
was.
saw it. But then I looked at it again, and whenever he hit him, there was the force went out to everything
Right.
else. So
I just thought it was him not thinking about using his quirk.
Maybe.
He was thinking about saving Sue, So I just thought he wasn't in his own, head.
Maybe.
He was just going for it, doing his thing. And he's able to land a punch. Once the smoke clears, you realize that it wasn't on Shigaraki. The Nomu had actually jumped in and taken the punch for him. And it did nothing to the Nomu.
he was kind of like,
Yeah.
"What's
just-
up, dude?
Yeah.
What's up?"
And so I think this is also the point where the gate opens, right?
Yeah. Or
And-
he busts the doors.
Oh yeah, no. The Nomu grabs Deku and
Oh, he grabs Deku,
and then Shigaraki's going for Sue again.
And she goes for Deku.
Yeah, trying to save her boy.
Yeah. And
Save
Minette-
her
Minette-
partner. Her
I
Plutonic
just said your boy!
partner.
Yeah, I'm not shipping those two. I like both characters, but there's. I mean, he's Baku's. Bakugo's. Yeah, him and Bakugo.
No.
Yeah, buddy, you know it.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, that's sexual tension. Man.
Deku and Bakugo.
I think they call it the like Deco or like something like that, or Baku.
Baku.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds better. It's 2 syllables.
You guys. So door busts down, and All Might has made it.
I am here.
His smile is more of a
He's not
scowl
smiling
at
though this
point.
time.
Oh, he's pissed.
He's fucking mad. He's mostly mad at himself because he's been chilling at the house resting because he spent all morning heroing and he's used up all his time, and so that's why he didn't go to class. And but now he's here and he's here to save the day.
I am here.
It's funny. It's cool too because the villains are like, "Dude, it's fine." Or one of them is, some of them are like, "Oh, damn, it's All Might. I've never really seen him for real," And the other one's like, "F, dude, man, we got this. Come on." And like even before he's able to like finish the sentence, every one of them are just wiped out. And that's how fast All Might is.
He has time to knock them all out, grab Aizawa, and get back before they fall down.
Yes, so he drops Aizawa off. Then, before anybody even realizes what's going on still, he jukes over, scoops up Deku, Sue, and Mineta, drops them off with Aizawa. And then he's like, all right, you three get Aizawa up,
Oh yeah, he
to
also
safety.
took dude's hand off his face.
Oh, he accidentally knocked his hand off. Yeah, he doesn't like his hands being knocked off, by the way.
Just the one. The other
Yeah,
one.
the face one. Yeah, the face one is very important to him. I still don't know why.
It's the Uggers.
Yeah.
he's-
I mean,
he's
his face
weird
is
looking.
shriveled
Yeah,
up.
he's creepy.
Why does he
He's
scratch his
he's
neck?
extremely sleep deprived, is what he looks like.
The neck scratching, I think, is just
It's just a nervous tick.
nerve thing. Yeah.
Like I bite my nails or tap my foot, he just scratches the hell out of his neck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be of sound mind.
No, no. And
He does at different points try to justify himself to like hint at maybe some kind of ideology, but it's really not consistent with his actions, and not even like the typical hypocritical way, but more just like that he's pulling it out of his ass as he goes.
Yeah, All Might calls him out on that. He's like, "Oh shit, well that plan's out of the. He figured me out."
yeah, he
He keeps calling him like a something of the government, agent of the government or something.
yeah, because
government man.
I guess some folks don't like that they're being paid to be heroes, and they also don't like that. I think they mention it in this is like so it's okay for All Might to go and beat the shit out of people, but it's not okay for me to go beat the shit out of people. It's because he's on the government payroll. That's what makes it okay for him to beat
Well, no,
people
like I
up,
said earlier, the only difference between the villains and the heroes with no body count and no like real stakes is the villains punch first, and then the hero comes in and punches the villain. Like
Right.
that's the difference. That one because
One's reactionary, one's
Yeah.
proactive.
So then we get I think we finally get the fight now. So
God.
what are y'all doing over there? Tooting? So All Might goes to take dude down with a Carolina Smash. It's pretty awesome. He does this like
Pseudo
X
chop.
thing, it's pretty sweet.
It
Doesn't
takes it makes Nomu flinch, but he still
Right.
doesn't
Uh,
fall back.
and then Nomu goes for a hit, but All Might dodges, and then All Might gives him another punch, doesn't do anything. It kind of go through that for a few punches, and this is when Shigaraki just tells him like Nomu's quirk is shock absorption, and so that he can't get hurt,
You don't get hurt. It's just you won't
Feel it.
You'll get hurt, but it won't he won't feel the pain, but the body will still take the damage.
Right. So y'all sick.
What? What are
Stinky. They stinky over there.
I can't smell very well at all. So
I don't smell anything.
It's because you did it.
Is this important?
Yes. So, let's see what happens next. Oh, you know what we haven't talked about though? Momo, Jiro, and Kaminari. They have some
This
stuff
is
that
when
goes
we
down.
get to my favorite male character.
Oh my god.
Hey, we got a Kaminari.
Idiot Kaminari. There's
Kaminari.
regular Kaminari and there's idiot Kaminari. They're
Idiot Commodore's good for the laugh.
facing off against a group of villains, and Momo has created a few weapons for her and Jiro to
Looks
use.
like a bow staff and a sword.
Yeah, and
A single-edged sword.
Did you say Jiro pulled that sword out of her ass?
it looked like pulled out of her back or something.
Her lower back.
It was pretty cool the way they do it though, and they want Kaminari to use his quirk.
But he isn't like Electro, where he can shoot the
Right.
lightning out of his hands and direct it. It just goes everywhere.
Right, and he's afraid of hurting them. So, Jiro just ends up pushing him into villains to give him a shock,
Yeah.
and
Which just sets off a chain
chain
reaction
Yeah.
of people running into each other.
and then
And then finally, Momo makes an insulated blanket,
mhm.
and then just tells Kaminari to go all out. And he
Which-
does, and knocks them all out. But it short circuits Kaminari's brain. It went over his wattage limit.
And this is where you get
Then we
Merle's
get our
favorite character.
dunce Kaminari,
'Cause-
just walking around going, "Hey!" all the time.
His weakness to his quirk is that if he overuses it, he gets a little dumb. Goes a little dumb.
Just a
But I
little
will
bit.
say this though, even when he's dumb, he still has enough self-preservation to be afraid
Yeah.
when dude grabs him
Because
and
he's crying.
threatening him.
And so, let's see. So,
So at this point, we also see Momo's how her quirk works too, in that it requires exposed skin for her objects to be created.
Right.
Because creating that huge blanket destroyed her costume.
Because it ripped out of her back through the costume.
yeah. And she's already got a pretty revealing costume, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a fan service moment. Yeah. I mean, we can wrap them up because they don't really interact with the rest of the
Right.
story.
So there
It's
ends up
cutting
being
in and
a-
out between the
yeah.
different teams, but
There ends up being a villain that doesn't get hit by his...
he's electric
Yeah,
himself.
he's underground. Yeah, and he's electric, so... He,
It's not very effective.
He grabs Kaminari and he uses him as a hostage, and he's... At one point
Jiro
he's
tries
just...
at one point
Right.
to try to distract him,
But he wasn't gonna... I don't think he was gonna get real serious
No.
until she tried to distract him by talking to him and then sneak her earphone jack into her boots so that she could use her quirk. But he catches on to that, and at this point he's like, okay, I tell you what, since you're not taking this hostage situation seriously, I'll let you choose. I can either kill this kid or I can kill one of you, and so that's where we kind of stay
off.
there.
He's also the one jamming all their signals.
Oh, that's true. Good. Yeah, that's right. So then we cut back over to All Might and
still fighting.
still fighting the Nomu. Decides to like suplex him.
It's a German suplex.
German suplex. thank
Bury
you.
him in the ground so he can't move.
Right. But unfortunately,
Kurogiri.
Kurogiri, the warp dude, jukes in and is going to try to take All Might like halfway into the ground and then close the warp and, snap him in half. But luckily, before he's able to do this, some of the kids juke in and jump over to help. So first off, it's going to be Deku. He starts to run up and try to grab
But at this
Kurogiri.
point, Kurogiri.
Yeah, it is hard. It is tough to say.
Kurogiri. Kurogiri.
Uh-huh.
has opened a portal to where Shigaraki can throw his hand through and try to take out Deku's face.
No, that's the second time.
That's later on.
This time,
Kurogiri just gonna warp him.
yeah,
somewhere.
he's just gonna warp. He was just gonna warp him somewhere. But then you get another arm. It's an explosion. Bakugo's done showed up,
And he found out his weakness.
yeah, and he grabs Kurogiri, shoves him down, and is holding on to his neck piece or whatever. And then here comes Todoroki as well, freezes the Nomu, all the half of the Nomu, and up to where the Nomu also has
I was just about this.
has All Might
claws
by
into
his sides, and of course one of his sides is his weak spot, but he only gets the Nomu's arm up to where it's just about to touch All Might. It doesn't freeze All Might.
Nomu doesn't have the top of his skull. Why does nobody punch him in the brain? Like, I
Resident
granted
Evil
they don't
logic.
want to kill him because they're goody, but it's the soft spot.
I think all the Nomu are like that, aren't they?
Every single one of them.
There's more Nomu, by the way. Spoiler alert.
The arm,
And so,
They would say
But
that.
they're weaker.
Never mind. I'll say it later.
All Might's able to break the grip and get away from the Nomu, but the Nomu is still not down though. He
Also has a
he gets out of the
regeneration
warp,
quirk.
and then the ice breaks, and he loses an arm and a leg, and
some
half
of his
of him.
torso.
Mhm.
Then he regenerates.
but he regenerates it,
he got two quirks.
and this is where All Might's like, I thought you said his quirk was shock absorption, but
He's like, oh, I forgot to mention, he also has regeneration quirk.
and so here, let's see. Oh no! So at this point, Shigaraki's like, we need to save our way out of here. So Nomu, save Kurogiri, which means Nomu's going to go after Bakugo, and so he takes off. I mean,
He's fast fuck.
Yeah, he's fast. I think we also get to see how All Might sees
Perceives
things.
the world.
Yeah.
He could see the Nomu move, how nobody else saw it, but All Might can see, and so suddenly you get obviously big explosion. Once the smoke clears, all you see is Nomu and Kurogiri. Bakugo's gone. Deku's freaking out. He's like, "Oh, where's Kacchan?" Well, he's sitting right beside him. This is when we find out that All Might actually rushed in, threw Bakugo to the side, and took the hit from Nomu. And this pisses All Might off as well, because he was like, "That's just a kid, and you didn't even hold back at all. Like, you were just, and
All
then,
wild.
So anyway,
Which at this point, Facepalm equivocated, and he's like, "Well, yeah, but that one tried to kill me.
Yeah.
He threw 100% into his punch. He
Yeah.
would have killed me."
it's true. So I think this is also where he starts.
He does his little fake
does his speech, yeah. But now we get the end of the fight, I guess. So, All Might and Nomu start going back at it. All Might starts punching him as hard as he can, but Shigaraki's like,
I done told you.
yeah, when are you gonna learn? Shock absorption. And he's like, all right, yeah, he can absorb it, but he
You
didn't
can't
say
nullify
yeah.
it.
So he just starts punching the shit out of him.
Each one is over 100% of his power.
And he just, they're going up in the air. He's throwing them down. They're flipping here. They're doing that,
Eventually, he gets one good smash.
He gives him
in.
that thing, though, of like, this. If you really want to be a hero, you got to learn how to go beyond plus ultra. And he gives him that
a good punch.
big ass smash, smashes him through
Almost
the.
could have been a unnamed United States
Oof.
smash.
Punched him through the roof. He goes out.
Knocks out some clouds and then
Team
blasts
Rocket
off.
blasting off to go. Blasting off
Rocket's
again.
blasting off
Bing. And so, obviously, this is where like, all right, well now we gotta get the hell out of here. Shigaraki's like, all right, time
He's
to go.
freaking out. He's scratching himself.
Yeah,
He's like,
scratching himself.
shit,
I can't believe no
He
move.
was cheating.
Yeah.
Kurogiri's able to calm him down.
Right. And he's like,
And
Yeah,
during
but
all
look
this,
at-
Deku is realizing that All Might's bluffing.
all right, because there's all this smoke from the hit.
but you can
But
also
he
see the
notices that
steam.
there's that steam from when
He's
every time
facing
All
that.
Might shrinks down or whatever, it goes to Small Might. I don't know what you call it.
Skeleton might.
Yes.
Skelomite.
There you go. That's
Crack
what it
Might.
is.
That's good.
No.
England might.
He notices that, and Todoroki and them are like, "Come on, let's go." We're gonna, because there was other villains, by the way. They were
starting to
they were starting to
recover.
wake back up. Yeah, and All Might's like, I've got nothing else. Like I got enough to stand here and hold my All Might form. For
But if
a little while. But if I
move
move at all,
once,
I'm done. I'm going. I'm going back to
My
Skeleton Might.
only hope is to get dude to back off.
Right, and so he
retreat.
starts, what's up? I thought we were
Come at
finishing
me,
it,
bro.
Yeah, come on, get over here, And
He's freaking out, getting ready to be like, "Yo, open a portal and let's go." Gary's able to calm him down and be like, "We got this."
yeah, he says, look at him, like
Well,
he's,
our minions are starting to wake up
Yeah.
and all this.
and so,
And then this is when Shigaraki goes to bomb rush All
Mm-hmm.
Might. And,
Deku jumps in.
and this is when the portal comes
Kurogiri
Is this
comes
where
in.
Deku already broke his leg.
Yeah.
And stuff?
Yeah,
He
this
climbs
is
This
in.
is the jump that
he
does it.
jumps in
Yeah.
to save him, breaks his legs, goes for the punch.
Portal
Dude
opens in front
warps
of him.
warps the portal
And
so
then
that
you just see his hand.
yeah, you see
coming
that hand is coming at him, and Deku's like, well, no, I'm effed, But then, boom, you hear this gunshot. You get a shot through the palm on Shigaraki. Then you get a couple more shots, like, I don't know,
Everywhere.
miles and miles away. Takes down the dude that's
That Kaminari.
got Kaminari hostage.
That guy's dead.
No,
No, he's dead. He's
go,
dead.
no.
No,
You
he's
go
dead.
back
He's
and
dead
watch.
to me. He's dead. No.
You go back and watch.
He's dead.
Snipe only hits legs and arms. He doesn't go for kill shots.
He gets him in the
Only,
shoulder.
yeah, he gets
He
him in
definitely
shoulders, gets him
should.
in legs, he gets him in arms.
He gets them to where they'll be disabled for life,
Right.
but he doesn't kill them.
and so
Gets them to where they only wish they were dead.
then we look up and boom, all the teachers are here. A bunch
He
of
is like,
pro
I
heroes.
got him.
Yeah, yeah, your class rep is back, and he Snipe also shoots. So that now they're like, all right, now we got to get out of here, But before Kurogiri can, portal
Scoop him out.
Shigaraki out.
While Shigaraki is talking.
Yeah, yeah, he's giving another, villain speech, and boom, he caps dude in the arms and the legs.
Both
and-
arms, both legs, and a hand.
Oh my gosh! And then he's able to warp him out, and I don't know. I think he might say like, "This isn't over." or
Oh, and
something,
while
you
this
know?
is going on, 13's mastered enough strength to open all of his finger portals.
That's right.
And goes for another black hole on
Which is what
Kiryu.
slowed him down long enough for Snipe, you're calling him?
Yes,
to
that's
shoot,
his name.
Okay, to shoot facepalm guy a couple extra times in
Yes.
the limbs.
and
Which
so,
is
boom.
petty. I love it.
It's like, here, bitch. What are you doing?
Here's a parting gift. Kneecap.
shoulder.
And so boom, that's they're good. Everybody's saved. Only person with any real injuries is Deku.
Except for the
All Might.
teachers.
And Aizawa in 13, and All Might, I guess.
Only one student got
Only
really
student,
hurt.
that's what. Yeah, only student that
He
got
did
hurt
it
was-
to himself.
And this is
Well-
where we have like a debriefing session between the students, like where they all were.
Right. Yeah.
They recap to each other where they were. And what
This is
they
when we
did.
find out
This
that
is where we find
Aizawa
out- yeah.
might have eye issues,
Yeah.
which is bad because his
quirk involves his
won't be able to
eyes.
use his quirk or whatever. 13's going to be okay. Deku obviously will be fine. All Might possibly shorten his time
hero
limit even
form
more.
even
Mhm.
more,
To about
down to
30
about an
minutes.
hour.
Yeah, probably about an hour at this
Yeah.
point.
This little arc is also the first time we saw the principal. Like,
Oh yeah.
it got a good look at him anyway.
Yes.
I think we see him in silhouette.
Yeah,
we
it's-
see all the teachers at this point.
Mhm. Oh yeah, you even get to see a couple more quirks like ectoplasm.
Yeah, where
Shoots out this gooey stuff which forms into
Clones.
clones.
Yeah, Cementos.
Cementos, yes.
makes them
He
walls.
trolls cement.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a giant cement block.
But you don't. I don't think you really see anybody else's
No,
quirks. I mean, you
they're
see
just
like
there.
Midnight and
And
you
Snipe,
see
whose quirk is he shoots.
he has good aim. That's his.
Okay.
He's like bullseye.
His quirk is called Sure Shot.
Sure shot.
The horse
yeah.
from Toy Story.
No.
Yes.
Good, good.
Ride like the wind, bullseye.
The Daredevil villain.
Yes. But yeah, we get to see Vlad King, the dude that was holding
Nezu.
Nezu, is actually the class.
That's what
class
took them so long.
1B's,
They had to pull lots to figure out who's
yeah,
going
who's
to carry
carrying.
Nezu.
He's actually the homeroom teacher for class 1B, and he has
Who
a
will meet next season?
kind of an interesting quirk.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's real
What is
gross.
Doesn't it involve blood?
It's a blood thing.
He can.
There's a lot
he
of
can
those.
shoot his
There's
blood
a
out of his body.
surprising
He can like turn into and harden it and turn
weapons.
into weapons and shit.
There's a surprising number of
Sounds
blood
like Momo.
quirks in this
Except that
universe.
she uses lipids from her fats
Yeah.
instead of bloods.
It
pluralize
doesn't like turn
blood.
into us. It's still blood. It's still like it's like a.
Yeah, it's still
like, it looks
blood.
like rubies. Like it's weapons made out of rubies.
We don't see that for a while though.
Yeah,
So-
you don't see that till like.
Who is your favorite character?
It has. I mean,
This is
In this,
season one.
so okay, that's essentially it.
from this arc,
Well,
because
hang on.
I still like the what do I call him, Laser Crotch.
Oh my god.
Like he's still tons of fun, but he didn't get a lot of activity in this, so
It's
I would have to
never
replace
gets-
him. So Bakugo and Sue.
Okay.
Then he loses he loses to Acid Chick in the sports festival.
She didn't do anything. Like she's.
She
has a
cried.
Really, she
Yeah.
has a really good power.
Like-
but
It does.
She does have a good.
Uraraka
Y'all keep
went to
saying
go-
that, but I haven't seen her do anything
Uraraka
except
went
on
to go-
accident.
Went to go help.
That's the
Erase
thing
your head.
about
Yeah.
season
And
one.
but then as a chick just stayed with 13 and cried.
This is the thing about season one. If you're not Deku, All Might, and a little bit of Uraraka and Ida and
Bakugo.
Bakugo,
Yeah, you don't
you
get.
don't
you
know
don't
who
get
they
much.
are. They don't do much. It's season 2 where everyone starts to get some development.
Hiroshima actually he plays a nice little role in season 1 too. You
Yeah,
see
but
a
we
lot.
don't know nothing
you
about
get,
him.
You get some.
Is that the guy with the hard hands?
Yeah, hard
Yeah.
hands. Yeah.
Where he can get hard whenever he wants.
What does the R stand for? He's got like a red R on his belt buckle. Like,
it's
Oh,
Oh,
his
Red-
favorite hero
is called Red Riot.
Red Riot.
That's
yeah.
to
we
figure
ever
that
seen
out in
him?
season
No,
2.
not
No,
yet.
his name is Red Riot. That's his hero name. He picks Red Riot.
Oh, well, what's his favorite
Crimson
hero?
Riot.
Yeah, Crimson.
Oh, Crimson. Okay,
Crimson.
It's something like that. Yeah.
So we got
It's something with an R.
2 Bakugo fans and
Okay, well,
Wait,
obviously,
Wait, who's
hang
the
on, hang
other
on, hang on.
Bakugo fan?
Him himself.
Oh.
Bakugo and Kirishima are my 2 favorites.
Well, first, okay, if we're going based off this arc that we just watched right
Yeah.
now,
The session we just had.
oh, well then for me, my favorite part would be Kirishima in this season 1.
I actually have to go with Sue and All Might. I mean, All Might was awesome in this.
Yeah, but the problem with an all-powerful hero is that when they save the day, they're just living up to their status quo. Like they say he went
But
110 or whatever.
Yeah.
but it looked the same to me. Like it didn't. There didn't really feel like
He
any
went beyond
growth or
Plus
anything.
Ultra.
He was just maintaining his
But
status
he's-
quo.
Yes, but by doing so, he's slowly lessening.
Yeah,
It's,
I
he's
understand.
doing this.
But it's like when Superman wins. It's like, yeah, he's Superman. He won.
Yeah, but there's no
He should.
there's no
win.
risk for Superman when he goes out and kicks ass. You know,
Deku
there's
did.
risk now.
Kryptonite though, that affects
I don't even
Superman.
want. I don't want to talk about Superman. I really
Never
don't.
talk about My
I
Hero
hate
Academia.
Superman. I don't want. No.
So
There's risk for All Might. That's why I like.
when does Deku become your favorite?
Deku is my favorite since day one. But, and if I had to obviously pick a favorite for the entire season, it's Deku.
Mhm.
But in this one arc, I mean, Deku didn't do a whole lot, you know?
Mhm.
He had I liked his thing where he came, he comes up with that plan when they're on the boat or
Yeah,
whatever.
they
you
had
know?
the little
Uh,
team move with the
yeah, but-
sticky balls.
But overall, I mean,
What about yours, Logan?
Razorhead.
oh yeah.
Razorhead is my favorite pro hero, and he's my favorite person in this entire 5 episodes we just watched.
And he did good in the arc too. But again, I mean,
He's
he's
really
a pro.
good.
Yeah, he's just living up to his job at that point. He's good at it, but it's not as impressive as I guess really it's just Sue. Like nobody else really had a real growth moment. Bakugo was just being
Just being
himself.
Bakugo.
Yeah, just blowing shit up as
I
usual.
start like him later, like in season
And-
2.
Grape Soda nutted up a bit there at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mineta got some time to shine.
But everybody else just kind of maintained the status quo of their character.
Yeah, Shoto or Todoroki stayed the quiet but overpowered.
Deadly.
Of course, he comes in later. And he's a complete bad.
Yeah, it's like Merle said though. Season 2 is when
Everybody gets
some time to shine. Sort of.
Sort of.
It's still
limited.
It's still limited to the people that are basically on the cover there.
Yeah, 1A gets time to shine. Nobody else.
Oh,
And even
except
then,
for that
man.
one guy from Would Be.
There's enough people in that classroom that we don't need other classrooms to worry
Oh,
about.
it
Yeah, like
happens.
that. We know Class 1B. Like we've seen them all, but the only way you know what their quirks are or their names are, you have to go look at a data book.
My question is, how many more schools are there? 'Cause
Well, we
you
know-
got
Oh, there's
U of A.
tons.
Yeah, we know-
Shiketsu.
Yeah, at this point we've seen
know
3 like in
three.
action.
Yeah.
And then the ninja school.
There's a ninja school.
There's a ninja.
Apparently,
You
because
said you caught
Todoroki
up.
fought all those ninjas.
That dude had that cool ass honey.
Wait, he
honey,
has
I
those
blew up the kid.
tungsten, gears and
quirk too.
screws.
You obviously didn't watch what,
Oh, no.
but
Because that's also the same episode where Momo does another thing where she destroys her costume to
Merle's
build
like,
a
I've seen that episode so many times.
to make a massive
So-
subwoofer for Jiro to.
that's right. That was awesome too.
It was their like one way out of that
Spoilers.
of that whole plan.
Okay, listen. The last episode I seen was the episode.
Not too much spoilers.
Give it broad
Just
generalization.
they just pick
Just show me.
what episode.
It's the episode when they're trying to come up with their super power.
Oh, their ultimate moves.
Yeah.
You're like
you haven't even made it to the
you're like 2
licensing
episodes
exam.
behind at this point, which isn't bad.
You guys
but-
are watching the sub, right? Though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only
I'm
way to
waiting
watch
for
the
the
new
dub.
episodes.
Well, there's a new episode of the dub. I literally watched it today.
Oh, I gotta go watch it.
Okay, so real quick though, we do get a final shot. Well, we get 2 things at the end of the credits. The credits roll. We get a little post credit scene, a little Marvel action here. Deku comes out of the nurse's office, and Ida and Uraraka are waiting for him. And so we have a nice little friendship
Camaraderie
going on
moment.
here between the 3 of them. You know, They're
Completely
building up a-
platonic.
Oh, sure,
mind
sure.
you.
Okay, never mind. Last
For now.
episode I watched is when they're getting ready to do that fight with that other.
Yeah, he watched the test.
Oh, so you've seen Shiketsu then? That's the school. That's that.
Yeah.
The dude that just does that.
He slammed his head to the
Slams his head
ground.
down.
Yeah.
Was that also? That's
Okay,
also the
what's
guy
his-
that does the win.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what about the Deku lookalike that's in that class? Just to talk. He's a.
He's in a different. He's from a different school.
The Deku.
The guy who's in the his head looks like Deku's.
Oh, the
but
Earth dude.
his
The
costume
Earth
looks
dude.
like Kirishima's,
the
but
Earth
green.
dude. Yes. Yeah. The Earth dude. Yeah.
He's
cool.
green.
I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah. Rewatch him. But so we see this Ida and Deku and Uraraka. They're forming a friendship. The 3 of them.
They're the 3 amigos.
But we get one final shot at the end of this season, and it's like the city's out there. It's dark, and pans over to like a water
water tower.
water tower, and on the top of the water tower is some dude.
He's wearing red, covered in blades.
Got these sashes,
got
like,
got a mask on.
and he just like does this weird lick. Or
He got a long
long
tongue.
tongue comes out. And
Got
then
that
boom,
Gene
like, that's,
Simmons tongue.
Boom, end of the season.
He says, "See more in season 2."
To be continued in season 2. All right, so let's go around the table. I'm actually gonna wait. I'm gonna let you wait till the end. I want you to go last, Kevin. Rate the season. You know,
Out of what?
On just like a
Out of 5 or out of
Let's
10?
do 5. You know.
Compared to what?
One out
Just
of 10?
how'd you like it?
1 out of 10.
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
4.
I give it a 4.
Agreed.
When I first watched it, 3.5. Now that I've got context, 4.
1 out of 10. Or you doing 1 out of 5?
1 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
One out of
I was
five.
gonna say, wait,
That's what I'm
what?
saying,
Am
I'm
I
like,
gonna be
what?
the one who liked this the most?
We were going out of 5, dude.
I give it a 3.5.
Okay.
I'd say 4.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So you're digging it now. You're into it. I mean,
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's good. Yeah.
Good. You're
Now,
not
next
you're not
season for
regretting
No,
starting it. You don't hate us for forcing you to watch it.
no, I hate y'all for plenty of reasons,
God.
but none of it has to do with.
So,
We never got Merle's score.
he said 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear him.
He said I agree with that. I think right.
Now
Yeah.
2 for me is a 5. Straight on.
Season 2,
Yeah, it's a 5.
I got it.
I agree with
It's
you on
either it's
that.
either like a 4.9 or it's a 5.
it's
Yeah,
5.
if it's 4.9, you might as well give it a 5.
Spoiler alert: it's awesome, Kevin.
Okay.
It is.
Well, I never hand out a perfect score unless it's DuckTales on the NES, but
DuckTales.
Or Batman and Robin.
The movie?
Yeah.
All right,
Hell yeah.
I'm gone. See you later.
George Clooney and
Chris O'Donnell,
Back credit card.
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Never
Uma
leave the
Thurman,
program. Never leave the game.
Alicia
without-
Silverstone. I know them all. I love them. I love that movie.
I hate that movie so much.
Oh my God,
that
you
movie's
guys
so
suck.
trash.
It's so much ass, but it's
really though Batman
Can't be
Returns is probably the best one out of all the Batman movies.
Batman Returns.
Besides the Christopher Nolan.
Was it Batman Returns?
The one
Penguin.
Catwoman and
Penguin.
Okay. I thought
Danny
I
DeVito
absolutely
as
love
a
that
messed
movie.
up.
that's probably my
gross
favorite.
pink-
Of
I
that.
thought it was the one
It-
with
it-
Because
I
it's
The
there's
Riddler.
there's an arc where it's like it's super serious on one end and then it's batshit silly on the other end, and that's like when it starts to tip towards it, but it isn't there yet.
Yeah.
And then they handed it to Schumacher, and he turned it into
And then it went
campy
batshit.
fun.
Batman Forever was.
I like Batman
okay.
Forever.
Batman and Robin is.
I honestly would watch Batman and Robin.
Which is the one with Jim Carrey?
Forever.
Yeah.
I'd say that's not that bad. Actually.
It's
not that
it's
bad.
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
it's
Forever.
it's like a 5.5 out of 10.
Out of all the Batman movies, that was probably the worst one.
No.
What?
Batman and Robin.
it's hard to
is-
say 'cause-
It's Batman and Robin as the worst,
It's enjoyable.
followed by Dark Knight Rises
Okay, yeah, Dark Knight Rises was
as the
I
second
love
worst.
Dark Knight Rises.
Then
It's-
it's
But
Then
there's also a
it's-
difference between enjoyable and objectively good.
Okay, well, enjoyment wise, that's how it goes. For
I
me.
enjoyed Batman and Robin more than Forever.
Okay. If we're gonna rank them enjoyment wise, it's first Batman. Batman.
With
Okay, so 1989 Batman.
Should we do a Batman marathon?
We
I mean,
should,
I haven't
yes.
seen. I haven't seen.
I'm so
I haven't
down.
seen 1989. I haven't seen Returns.
Eckhart, what? Think about the future.
The only
Are we gonna watch the 61 too with Adam West?
No.
No,
I've actually
too
seen,
campy for me.
I've seen no.
Movies.
The only reason I've seen Forever and Robin is because my brothers own it and used to come on Cartoon Network every year.
Yeah, it would definitely
It's where they
go.
belong.
It would definitely go. Actually, go Batman, Batman Forever, Batman Returns, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, and Batman and Robin.
The
That's
three
mine,
best
that's mine.
Is Return, Batman Returns, Begins, and Dark Knight.
Out of the ones I've seen, The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, Forever, and then Batman and Robin.
If I don't watch Batman Begins,
Actually,
for a
no,
long
wait.
time, I think it's the best one.
The campy one, the Adam West one, that's number one.
Mm.
It's so fucking funny. I gotta get my shark repellent.
It's interesting. It's definitely
rubber
interesting.
shark on his damn leg.
So, before we go into another hour of talking about Batman, any highlights for this season?
The USJ arc.
Yeah, that one's. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that
definitely
was-
where it all
it-
picks up and gets.
yeah.
You know,
That you smacked
That was
him in
definitely the
eye for
crescendo.
I
I'd say.
the hero and the hero villain thing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's when it picked up.
Yeah.
But the I'm drawing a graph with my fingers, so it makes more sense to the people around me. But that's when it picked up. But I think it definitely reached its height at the.
the USJ.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
stay right there.
Yep, I agree with that.
But I can't wait till we watch that.
It definitely ended on a
Wow,
high
wow,
note.
Pussycats! I can't wait till we watch that. That literally just took my hero.
Well,
and shot
that's
it out
in
of
the
his
next
face.
season, so.
That
It's
was in season
it's
3.
season
Season 3.
It
That's
is
the beginning of
season
season 3.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
I thought it was at
It's-
the end
it's-
of
There's
season
so
2.
much that happens in season 2.
You were
that-
ready to throw that back in his face, weren't you?
I could have sworn that shit
Nope,
was at the
very
end
beginning of season 3.
Yeah,
That's what we
because-
start with.
No, season 2 is a majority.
Season
of
2
the-
is like a season and a
Oh
half.
yeah, that's right because it's the sports festival.
and then
the
the hero killer.
Then no, because then after the sports festival goes into the internships.
Yeah.
Then Hero Killer
And
Stain.
then it
And-
goes to the test, the finals of the year.
Oh yeah, that's right. The final.
There's a
I
lot
forgot
in
about
season
the
two.
finals.
Season
I
2 is
can't
a lot.
believe it because
Bro,
it's
you just need to go to sleep.
everything about that's awesome.
So, anything else you guys want to throw out?
We should end this before it breaks an hour.
Oh, it's already broken out, I'm sure.
Mm.
So anyway, so thank you guys for listening. You can find us over at obviously subscribe to the YouTube channel you're on.
Please.
Hit it. Check us out on Facebook, Talking Nerd 815, facebook.com/talkingnerd815. If you got any questions, things you want to, animes you want to see us watch, things we can do to improve the show, send it over to Facebook, or you can email us at talkingnerd815 at gmail.com. So until next time, plus ultra.